where the State House of Assembly has declared a shutdown of government expenditure in the state. Now, this follows the expiration of the 7-day ultimatum it gave to Governor Siminalayi Fubara to present the 2024 budget before the House. We have details in this report.
In December 2023, Governor Siminalayi Fubara presented the 2024 Appropriation Bill before the faction of the House of Assembly loyal to him, and he is currently implementing the budget of 800 billion naira. This action has set the governor on a war path with Martin Amehule and other lawmakers who are insisting that the budget was not presented before a legally constituted legislature. With the political crisis showing no sign of ending soon, it is not surprising that Governor Fubara ignored the deadline given to him.
There's nothing we can do. We are legislators, we are representing our people, and this is the mandate that they've given us. So that's our report. We are just bringing it to you to let you know. We are recommending a total shutdown of expenditure. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I align myself with the submission of the leader that there should be total shutdown until such a time when the government will be prepared to function with a valid and proper budget duly presented to a house that is known to law as we are seated today. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The law has said how the public funds of the state should be spent. Our governor has totally ignored the provisions of our ground law. Mr. Speaker, that is why I want to totally align myself with the leader of this House and of course of the Deputy Speaker that there should be a total shutdown. We have no requisite competence or authority to go against the prescriptions of the Constitution.
In its resolution, the Assembly said the governor and all government offices are no longer authorized to spend state funds.
The implication, honorable members, is that the governor can no longer legitimately authorize expenditure from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of River States, and by extension, all ministries, departments, extra ministerial departments, agencies, commissions in river states are no longer permitted to spend taxpayers' money. That is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
It is unclear how this decision would be implemented, as all resolutions sent from the Assembly to the governor in the past have not elicited the corresponding result. Governor Fubara insists the lawmakers have lost their seats on account of their alleged defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress.
For more on this, the River State Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Dr. Peter Midi, joins me on the news. Good to have you join us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I'm happy to be here this evening.
So let me start by getting the response of the state governor on this recent, on this development in the State House of Assembly, shutting down all expenditure of the state government.
Well, I don't know what you are talking about and the people you are talking about that shut down River State government expenditure, because you are aware that River State has things move on beyond a situation where any set of people will distract the government. As we speak today, River State government is already preparing the 2025 appropriation bill. In fact, we've almost finished work on the million stamp expenditure for 2024, 2025, 2026, and 2027. So if a set of people that doesn't know what to do and are frustrated want to say that they want to remain relevant and they are trying to seek attention and seek sympathy, then maybe they would have been able to know what to do. So I don't know what they are talking about. In the first place, it does not exist. And you cannot put something on nothing and you expect it to stand. We don't have them recognized as River State House of Assembly. It's a River State House of Assembly led by Victor Oko Jumbo. And that assembly is moving on. So as soon as the state is ready with the 2025 appropriation, the governor will present it to the State House of Assembly. So we have moved beyond where they are. I think they are in dreamland.
So what's your interpretation of the appeal court judgment? Because that's what they are basing part of this directive on, that the appeal court judgment has said, look, all laws made by them stand. And so they are saying you have to then represent that particular budget to them. So what's your interpretation of the appeal court judgment?
Well, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm literate enough to know and read and understand when something is written from the cup of law. The appeal court judgment they are referring to did not say anything about the seat being voluntarily vacated. They vacated their seat voluntarily. And the law says that once you vacate your seat, automatically, once you change your party on which you were elected to the assembly, you automatically vacate your seat. So they cannot, on their own volition, vacate their seat. And the same day they still say that they are sitting. So I think they don't know what they are doing. If exactly they know what they are doing and they mean well and they are patriotic the way they think and sound to be, ordinarily they should have been able on their own vacate the seat, recontest election if they are popular, come back to the house and then begin to chunk out this kind of anti-people legislation they are talking about. What I know is that Rivers State has far gone, moved on beyond where they are today. So they are in dreamland.
So obviously you are saying that, look, you do not recognize the Amewule-led assembly, and then you also are not representing that particular budget. And how would you then respond to those who say right now in Rivers State, there is no recognized assembly, whether it's the Okojumbo-led assembly or the Amewule-led assembly?
Well, if there are people saying they don't recognize the Okojumbo-led assembly, then maybe they also don't know what they are doing. You are aware that we had a Rivers State House of Assembly for which some members decided to cross carpet from the party for which they were elected. And the law says once you cross carpet from the party with which you were elected, a lot of them are lawyers. And they know this, that once you cross carpet on your own volition, that you will vacate your seat. Their seats has since been declared vacant accordingly. And so, what I expected them to do and what they ought to have done would have been to go back and recontest election on their new party and then seek their popularity on their new party. Then they cannot come back to the assembly they deliberately and voluntarily left. Then they cannot begin to talk about this. So like I said, Rivers State has moved on. We have completed the 2025 appropriation bill, which work has gone very far. As soon as work is ready, it will be presented to the Rivers State House of Assembly. And the Rivers State House of Assembly has also moved on. Rivers State is working, and nobody will be able to stand out in the wheel of progress of Rivers State, not even the people you are talking about. So if they are popular enough and they are patriotic enough, what I think they should have done is that having cross-carpeted on their own and vacated their seat on their own, they would have been able to go there or go back to their appeal court to revalidate their vacation of their seats. That's what they should do.
All right. Every week it seems to present a new development, in Rivers State. We'll continue to follow up, on all of this. Thank you so much for your time. Rivers State Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Dr. Peter Midi.
Thank you for having me. And Rivers State will continue to do its best to deliver value to Rivers State. Happy. Everybody